So you've decided to take the plunge and try lash extensions, but how do you choose which lash place to go to? There's such a range. You'll see prices anywhere from $100 up to $500. How do you know who to choose and why? So the first thing you want to do when you're calling around to find a lash pro is find out what styles they offer. Do they offer classic and volume?
Hi, yeah. Were you looking for classic or volume?
Classic is a style of lash that's one hair per lash. It's a little bit more natural and it's more defined. Volume is a style of making handmade fans to give a fluffier, fuller look. If you have a thinner lash line, you might prefer volume lashes, which are the fans, because they'll fill in your lash line and make it look like you have more hair than you have. On the other hand, if you want a really dramatic look, you might also like volume because it allows you to give a really dramatic look. Also ask if they do offer volume, do they make them by hand or do they get pre-made fans? What pre-made fans are, they're kind of like the individual clusters that we all used to use back in the day. They come pre-made with a little knot, or they're melted. They can add weight to the hair so they could be a little heavier looking. They also can look a little less real because they're completely identical, every fan. It almost looks more like a strip lash. So if having realistic looking extensions is important to you, you wanna make sure your lash pro can make handmade fans. You'll also wanna ask when you're calling around what brand products are used. There's a huge range in products and qualities. You wanna make sure that look for a line that's hypoallergenic, made in the United States, FDA approved, and you'll wanna ask about what type of lash they use. There's several types of lash extensions. Traditional lash extensions are called synthetic, and they're made out of a polyester polymer. They're a little pokier and more plasticky looking. They feel a little less comfortable and they look a little less real. So you'd wanna decide if that was something you wanted. Typically those are less expensive. The next step up is the silk type lash, which are gonna be a little bit shinier. They tend to be softer than the synthetics, but they're still a little fake looking in that they're really shiny. Then there's the faux mink, which also has a range in quality, but with like the LASHX faux mink, for example, they're the softest. They're as soft as real fur, but they're obviously cruelty-free. They're man-made. The softness will let the hair in the extension move with your natural lash, so you're not causing torque or tension at the hair follicle, keeping them on longer and causing less damage. So a softer, more higher quality lash is definitely going to last longer for you and keep your natural lashes healthier. So we prefer the faux mink, and then when you go in, you can always ask to feel the lashes. They should feel really lush. We don't like the real mink because they don't hold a curl. They're gonna look messy. We tend to get people that could be allergic to them. They tend to wick up oil, and we're really not sure about using animal products on our eyes. So I would say avoid the real mink lashes and go for faux mink. You'll want to find out if the lash bar or lash professional you're choosing offers aftercare. The reason being is 90% of the battle to getting your lash extensions to last longer, which is going to save you time and money, is having the proper aftercare. If they have a homemade solution or they tell you to go get baby shampoo, these are signs that they're either not well informed or they just don't have health and wellness as a priority. So I would avoid anywhere that doesn't have a proper cleanser for you to care for your lashes, because that's essential to maintaining them and keeping your lash health intact. Another thing to check for is a link for their Instagram or online portfolio. It's really important to see the type of work the lash pro is doing before you choose to hire them on your own eyes. You can look for things like clumping, you can look for things like messy, going different directions. These are signs that someone's maybe a beginner or less educated. They also could cause lash damage. You also want to make sure that they can accommodate the look you're going for. If everything on their Instagram page is super, super glam dramatic, are they going to be able to do a natural look that you're going for, or vice versa? So definitely take a look at their work. You're going to want to ask how long these lashes are going to last for you. It can be anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks depending on who you talk to, and we want to make sure we're comparing apples to apples. It may cost less money, but if you have to go every 2 weeks, it's going to end up costing you more time and money in the long run than a lash bar that's lasting 6 to 8 weeks. Also, when you need really frequent touch-ups, that could be a sign that they're using lower quality products, they don't have the right technique, or they're not educating their clients on the proper aftercare. Lashes typically should last at least 4 weeks between touch-ups, and with proper aftercare, closer to 6 to 8. So make sure you find out how long those lashes are gonna last for you. Lastly, when you're choosing the right lash pro for you, you want to make sure that they are licensed and or certified in their state. So wherever you live, there's different regulations. You want to make sure they are certified through a reputable company. Ask who they're certified through, do a little research. If they say, Sally Sue trained me, chances are they don't have quite the education as going through a proper, training certification process. So that might be a concern for you. So I would definitely ask who they're certified through, what the training was like, and if they're licensed in your state, if that's required. I hope these tips help you guys find the right lash pro for you, and we hope you have great success in your lash look.